the show, Sandakinduru, by SEBA undergraduates. This is particularly, I must mention, there are important people in the audience. The delay is actually we are waiting for some of the Mahavali Teachers College students to come. They are stuck in the traffic, but we are going to start immediately. I welcome particularly the Excellency Assistant High Commissioner of India, Mrs. Radha Venkatraman, and also our Provincial Director of Education, Mr. Ekanayakar, and his wife, as well as additional Provincial Director, Ms. Maya Dune and her husband, as well as all other school principals and distinguished guests. The team that we have selected is Sandakinduru, is a well-known Buddhist store, Jataka store. This has been dramatized in the village, particularly after harvesting, just like sokari in the village paddy fields. But that's not what we are going to see today. After that, drama was revived by Mahacharya Edirivira Sanat professor who has revived the Sinhala traditions. Many such dramas are there, and this particular drama is not what we are going to witness similar to that either. This is a hybrid drama which brings the Buddhist theme by the Department of English of SEBA. In English medium, first time a Buddhist Jataka tale has been dramatized. We are a hybrid because we are bringing the old rituals, old practices, traditional drama, the Sarachandra traditions, as well as the Western culture, because this has been directed by Professor Darrell Harris, who is Professor of Fulbright Professor at SEBA English Department. With the assistance and support by the Fulbright Foundation, he has directed this with the Western orientation. Plus, we have added information technology to the drama. Why all this? SEBA is seeking new vision for the 21st century. Everything has to change. Last month we did an innovative information technology exhibition with all school children in Kenya. This is another step towards that. We want to innovate the field of aesthetics with the ancient values of Lord Buddha's Jataka tales, at the same time taking forward for the new technology. This is an experiment. I am sure you will witness there are shortcomings. We welcome critics because that's what we want to refine. I must thank the script writers, particularly Ms. Buddhi Ariratna, who is the head of the Department of English, and the Department of English, all lecturers. Fortunately, unfortunately, all 11 are female lecturers. They have untiringly given a lot of time to train. All our undergraduates are amateurs. They have not been on stage for any such drama. But you will witness today how undergraduates are shaping their behaviors well. We SEBA produces a graduate who is well versed in all fields of life. We are not just producing knowledge-based graduates. So without taking long, I welcome you and invite you to enjoy the drama. Thank you.
We are all gathered here on this blessed day to entertain you with a story of virtue.
A tale of greed.
A tale of the miraculous
Power of love.
Our story begins on a day like any other.
In a place not unlike this. And it begins like many stories do.
With a fight! It's mine! I saw it first!
Stop fighting!
What troubles you, my brothers?
He is a thief.
He is a liar. What happened here, my good friend?
They both came to my shop separately, seeming peaceful at the time.
But by the time I walked in, they were fighting like dogs.
I heard them from my shop across the street.
This sounds like a mighty fight.
It wasn't my fault.
Do not tell your lies.
Come, friends, surely we can fix this.
I will have nothing to do with the likes of him.
I will kill this fool.
Oh, friends.
Such violence is not the part of the teachings.
Why disrupt the peace of the marketplace?
Perhaps an agreement can be made.
Never.
We must do something.
I know. Don't we have a just and loving king? Why not bring them to the king and allow him to settle it?
Yes!
Fantastic idea.
Brilliant.
Take them to the king.
Take them to the king.
King. The king.
The king. The king. The king. The king. The king. The king. The king. The king. The king. The king. The king. The king. The king. The king. The king.
The king. The king.
The king. The king.
The king.
Who's at the gate?
We wish to speak to the king.
We have two troublemakers who must be shown the ways of kindness. You may enter. Look. How does he?
Who does he think he is? Wonderful.
My Lord the King, the villagers have a request for Your Highness.
My king, these two men were fighting in the marketplace. We want you to show them the ways of kindness.
I'm sure they will listen to reason. Bring them forth. Were you the ones fighting in the marketplace?
He started it.
I did not.
My people, my countrymen, what could possibly turn you this way? Here, sit. Together. God, thank you, my loyal citizens. Now I will tell you a story. My loyal subjects,
Yes, my king.
will you help me tell a story?
Yes.
Thank you. God, let the story begin.
Long, long ago, when the noble one visits his village for the first time, it is the most beautiful summer that Kapilavatthu has ever seen.
Now his father, the king of the Shakyas, King Suddhodana, and his relatives and countrymen.
Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Noble one,
Great one, blessed one,
enlightened one. The only person who refuses to come and worship the noble one is Princess Yashodhara.
Princess, the Great One has come. Why do you remain in your chambers? The one you have been waiting all these years to see has finally returned.
Pray? Princess, you must go to him. Come, let us prepare you to see him.
No, let him come to me.
But what do you mean?
Don't you know the virtues I have practiced since he left? I gave up all the comforts of the castle when he departed in search of truth. I have waited all these years. Therefore, can't I wait for a little bit longer? Do you think the master is unaware of my virtues? Should not he, who gave up everything out of sympathy for all beings, also have sympathy for me? If not for me, surely he will have sympathy for his own son, Rahula. So I worship him willingly once the master comes to me. Thus saying, the mother of Prince Rahula waits in her own chambers. Knowing her stand, the Buddha decides to visit her chambers, accompanied only by his most superior disciples, Arahant Sarya and Arahant Mugala. The master warns him beforehand that the princess has suffered a lot for a long time. So there would be a lot of tears when she sees the master at first. He instructs them, do not stop her or tell her anything till she herself stops crying.
My lord, when she heard that you had put on yellow robes, when you are an ascetic, she too gave up wearing royal attire in favor of yellow robes. When she heard that you did not take meals after noon, she too started doing so. When she heard that you gave up all worldly pleasures, such as wearing perfume and flowers and sitting on high comfortable chairs, she too followed suit. When you gave up lay life and became an ascetic in search of truth, many kings and princes came with gifts to court her, but she discarded all that. She lived like a widow out of love and loyalty for you. Have you seen such virtue in any other woman, my lord?
Hearing Father King's words, the Buddha says that there is no doubt about Princess Yashodhara's virtue and loyalty to me as a consort and wife. She has been steadfast in her loyalty and love throughout the samsara in various lifetimes when they were born together. the Buddha referred to. And thus the Buddha narrates the following story.
Pray, good king. This is all very interesting. But why are you telling us this story, my lord?
Quiet, you! Show respect! Let the good king tell the story.
Do forgive us, my lord. But what this fool is trying to say is, what does the story such a virtuous woman have to do with his scoundrel like him?
Scoundrel? Who are you calling a scoundrel? You rotten rascal.
You know.
Enough! Cease this gobbling. My people, listen, and you will learn.
Yes, listen, you fool, and you will learn.
Now, thus far I've told you how the noble one returned to his former kingdom on a glorious summer day like this. The whole kingdom worshipped him, except one. The one who had faithfully awaited his return more than any other, Princess Yashodhara. At that time, the Father King told the Blessed One how virtuous she had been during his absence. Upon hearing this, the Blessed One said that the Princess Yashodhara had been loyal to him throughout their many past lifetimes together. The Father King wanted to hear more about their past life story. So, the Enlightened One narrates this story.
Past life? In samsara?
You scoundrels! You fools! You good-for-nothing fellows! You know nothing about samsara.
If you do not follow the teachings of the Noble One, you may suffer in hell in your next life for what you did today.
Pray, good king, do tell us the story, but after that, please give us your judgment.
Years and years ago, before this land was a land you know, there was a mighty king, King Brahmadatta, king of Varanasi. He lived surrounded by all the luxuries of royalty. He enjoyed only the finest things in life.
But he's very selfish and greedy.
He acts out of his own wants.
If he does not have the finest things,
He takes them for himself.
These, your highness, are the finest dancers in all the kingdom. Here is your favorite wine, the finest in all the kingdom.
I have everything, yet I have nothing.
Perhaps you would like to go and see your kingdom in your new golden carriage, my lord? Drawn by the finest horses in all the kingdom, my lord.
No, no, no. I will have none of it.
My lord, my lord.
I have just seen the most beautiful deer. His antlers were magnificent. He roamed the hills near the forest as though he were the king. I must make this magnificent creature mine. After all, I am the king. I must hunt it down. Bring me my deer.
Out in the Himalayas, where the king goes hunting, there exists, nested deep inside the forest, a paradise, incomparable in beauty. It is covered with wild flowers, lush green trees and creepers. framed by waterfalls and streams that carry water as clear as crystal.
The beautiful creatures of the forest gleefully play in the blue waters.
of the forest, half human and half bird in appearance. He lives with his beloved upon a silvery moon rock near the water.
I saw that magnificent deer. It must be around here somewhere. I shall hunt it down. It is mine. What is that divine music I hear? It is the finest music I have ever heard. Oh! What divine nymph is this? Such curves, such grace, such beauty. She must be a goddess of the forest. For I have never seen such a beauty in all of my kingdom. I must make her mine. What is this? He plays the flute for her as if he owns her. He must be her mate. This cannot be. She is mine. But she has a king of her own. This man who sits on the rock appears to love her. I know. I will shoot him and kill him. I will take her back with me to my palace. Yumi.
Blind are the people of this wall, who are shrouded by lust. Just as a bird that cannot escape the hunter's net. Thus, King Brahmadatta forgets all virtue and kills Bodhisattva in order to possess his beloved.
Oh,
I have so many years ahead of me to live with you. Then why? Why this untimely end? My love, I do not feel like playing with you anymore. As the blood coming out of my wound, make it impossible to feel in anything else. Surely, I will not live. Try to protect yourself. Live on without me.
My lord, why have you stopped playing that sweet tune of yours? Have I bored you? Have you lost interest in my dance? Have you lost interest in me? My lord! My dearest! My love! Who could have done this to you? In a forest where there are no humans. My love is dead. My love is dead. My heart is in pieces. My love is dead.
My plan has worked. I killed him.
Now, she is mine for the taking. My lady, what has happened? Oh, poor woman. I am so sorry. Many murderers live in this place. The woods are very, very dangerous. How terrible that an arrow pierced your young man's heart. It is so awful that this happened.
He was my king. He was my only love.
But many learn to love again. You are lucky that I walked by just in time to see this. The woods are not a safe place for a lady to be alone. You are lucky. I am here. My lady, do you know who I am?
My darling. My darling.
There is no need to cry. Don't you know? There is no way in this world to bring back someone dead. My darling, though I come here deer hunting, I am the king. I own this forest and all around it. Your love is dead and gone. I have 12,000 women in my harem. And if you come with me, I will make you queen to all the women in my palace. So don't be sad. Let us enjoy the comforts and beauty of my palace.
It was you. You murderer.
No!
What hatred made you kill my man who had done you no wrong? If you did this crime because of me, then let that be the reason for you and all your wives be end in destruction. Your mother shall die heartbroken, not being able to see you, and let her fall into hell and suffer for eternity. Heartless king, you didn't care what the world will say. Look what you have done now. May you be dragged to hell with your wives for what you have done to my innocent man. May your father too end up in hell without having you to take care of him in his old age. May you be born in hell with your 12,000 wives to suffer in its eternal fires.
Clearly you are in a grave. You have suffered a grave loss. Ooh. Your skin is like a petal of a flower, and long round eyes are like a blue sapphires, with a face like a moon goddess herself. You are the one to be queen to all the women in my palace. Sit next to me as my queen. There are so many luxuries in my palace, nothing lacking. We can enjoy these as long as we live.
You will pray, boy is me.
tears I'm shedding for your sake have washed away the blood that comes out of your wounds. These tender hands have held and hugged me. These lips have kissed me many a time. We have been together like the moon and the stars surrounding it. But why did that sinful man have to make us apart? My heart, which was full of joy and love then, is breaking apart with grief now. My life was full of comfort and luxury when living with you, who was so pure of heart. But now, my life is strangled by grief. So this grief and separation feels so sudden and unbearable.
Why, lady, what luxuries do you speak of? There are nothing compared luxuries you will find in my palace. I am the king.
Respected people always do right and do no wrong. But a man walks around the forest intent on killing innocents cannot be called a king. Our kind can live for 1,000 years. But now, my beloved had to die for no wrong he had committed. If this pain were bearable, I could have borne it. But are the heavens blind to my pain? When God Chakra himself is blind to such injustice, who else can help me? When the King of Gods cannot see this grief, what is the use of him having 1,000 eyes? God Chakra, King to all divine beings, you are famed for your great kindness. Only you help those in need. Therefore, tell me a way. Tell me a way to overcome this grief. Almighty King of Lords.
Her pain and her virtue was so great that God Chakra's throne heated up as if it were on fire. The king of the gods wondered what caused his throne to heat up so suddenly. Was it due to the birth of an enlightened one on earth? Or was it due to another who wished for his power and status? The mighty king of the gods did look at the world through his 1,000 eyes and saw her face within a blink of an eye.
Weep not, nor grieve. The woodland dark has blinded you, I ween. A royal palace shall honor you. You shall be my queen.
No! I will surely kill myself. You shall never be. Who killed my husband innocent and all for lust for me?
We will live happily as long as we can.
My children, from this day forth, do not go down to the path where dangerous humans lie, but remain on the moon rock. Remain on the path. Remain where there is safety and peace forever and ever and ever.
My love, this forest is full of danger. Let's go back to our home and enjoy ourselves in this beautiful pond where trees are in bloom and play under the shady trees. That's the safest place for us. We have this chance of life due to some merit we have committed in a previous life.
Sensual things, so sweet, so wearing, in diverse forms disturb the mind. as weeds are a fault of the fields, lust is a fault of the human. But as rain does never penetrate a house that is well thatched, so lust does never penetrate the mind well cultivated. Just as the fragrance of flowers drifts in the wind, the fragrance of virtue oversweeps the wind. All pervasive is virtue of the good. Faint is the fragrance of lavender and sandalwood, but fragrance of the virtue, so sublime amongst the gods. When the master had ended this discourse, he said, "Not now only, but long ago as now, she was devoted and faithful of heart to me. At that time, Anuruddha was the king, Rahula's mother was Chanda, and I myself was a beloved," the master explained. Do you see the damage that can be caused by greed and lust? The Buddha teaches us that greed and lust brings us nothing but violence and pain. It is in those who live virtuously who are rewarded. The virtuous and those who are loyal to all in their lives, and especially to their fellow man. Now, with this knowledge, why do you think the two of you quarreled in the first place? Your quarrel is rooted in your greed. But the story did not show you the pain that can be caused by such selfishness. The only thing that comes from this sort of self-involvement, this violence, is pain and sorrow. Do not extend anger to the world. Extend honor and virtue. Show loyalty to your brothers instead of hatred, as this story has shown us. And you shall always prosper in the end. Your brothers and sisters have brought you here because they care for you. You have many friends who wish to help you seek your own enlightenment. This loyalty and caring is precious. The enlightened one has taught us this. Have you learned from this story? Tell us. What have you learned this day in my palace?
I want to live as a virtuous man.
I do as well.
The Buddha teaches us to be loyal to our fellow man.
But our fighting was opposite of what the Buddha teaches.
Our fighting was foolish and selfish.
Our greed and our lust almost won. But let us promise each other it never will again.
Let us pledge to be loyal and virtuous as we have been taught.
Because those who live life of virtue and loyalty will always prosper in the end.
I was wrong.
No, brother, I was wrong.
I forgive you.
We said our king was wise
and good-natured and well-versed in all things.
We are grateful that this day he was able to turn grief and anger
into peace
And understanding.
We have changed now, and for the better.
never to make the mistake of hating their brothers ever again.
For what good comes from hating your brother? No good at all.
We told you we had a wise king.
All of us today have learned the incredible power of loyalty and virtue. We leave good King's palace today, all with the knowledge that we did not have before.
And for that, we
Thank him. The greatest gift that can be found is having a kind man wears our crown. With the hearts of angers and crowds of fright, he leads us forward towards the light of the greatest gift we can ever give is having a virtuous life to live.
The Enlightened One preached this life story to show Yashodhara's fidelity to him in their past lifetimes together. Let hearing these true words of virtue and of goodness uttered by the Enlightened One destroy all evils in the lives of all who witnessed this story today. May your lives be filled with happiness and well-being by the power of this story.
The end.